On to the second Ashes test now. It's a day-nighter. Steve Smith and the boys will have black tape under eyes to protect them from the glare of the floodlights. And for England, it's another daunting trip to the Gabba in Brisbane. John is now head coach of Sussex Cricket and former England assistant coach, Paul Farbrace. Paul, very good
Paul,
morning.
good morning. How are you?
Good morning, fellas. Lovely speaking to two Scotsmen on a day when England are struggling to play cricket. So,
Well, we're not gloating yet, Paul.
no, thanks for that, fellas.
Now, Paul, listen, we're both wanting crikey. We need a cheer up, don't we?
Yeah.
Dear, oh dear, we need a cheer up after that second innings. Crikey. People keep telling me, Paul, that, and then it's easier said than done. We know that, having played a different sport. But, start was always going to be the danger, wasn't it, with the ball in hand? Why didn't it just be a little bit more cautious with Stark?
Yeah, look, I think that's the thing that has frustrated so many people. But this England team frustrates us at times, but they're brilliant at others. And that's what makes them so unpredictable. And that's why this pink ball test couldn't come at a better time, because the pink ball itself is unpredictable. The game will change and it will really swap in terms of emotions of both teams and momentum, which is a word we all love to use when things are going well for us. But the game will swing an awful lot because of the pink ball. During the hours of daylight, it will swing normally up in Brisbane at the Gabba. It'll be a hard, fast pitch and it will always swing. And Stark will get the ball to swing because of the humidity up there. Then the lights come on at night and my goodness, it'll swing 3-4 times even more. And that's where the game will change very quickly.
Paul, why is that? Why, with the greatest respect, why does a pink swing more than a white?
Well, you played a lot of games of football under floodlights, and the ball always appears to behave differently under floodlights to what it does when it's not floodlights. Yeah. The ball always seems like it comes a little bit quicker to you, all that sort of stuff. The pink ball almost has like a vapour off the back of it. The best batsman I've heard talk about it, we played the first one in England was at Edgbaston, and it was almost like there was like a line of pink behind the ball, and it made it quite difficult for batters to pick up. It will swing, and when the floodlights come on, it's always the same. We had a test match in Adelaide, series I was with England, and Jimmy Anderson bowled around the wicket, right arm around the wicket to Steve Smith, and the ball was swinging miles. It was the only way he could control it was to go around the wicket, and the game changed once the lights came on. And historically, we only had 10 years of test match cricket under lights, and the ball always changes.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant there. You've really enlightened me there, because I'm looking at the stats there, Paul, and I'm looking at Australia winning the last 14 out of 15 day-night games, and England have only won, I don't think they've won a 5-match series in 3 or 4 years. And I'm thinking to myself, well, the odds are so heavily stacked against England. I mean, stating the complete obvious here, there has to be a transformation in Crawley. Root's going to have to get some runs. We saw it was capable with a magnificent innings from Travis Head.
Yeah, exactly. Look, the batting is all about making sure that the batters make the right choices. There's a great phrase in cricket: what does a team need from me most at this time? That last test match, the second day, we're 99 in front, 9 wickets in hand. We had to bat 2 sessions.
Yeah.
We just had to bat the day out. We bat the day out, we win that test match, there's no doubt. Our batting, it's all about decision making. We've got the quality. Brooke, we've got so much quality. Duckett, Crawley, top of the order. They can go off and they can really set the tone. Root's our glue of the innings. He's the bloke who has to hold the innings together. Then you've got Pope.
Yeah.
He played well in the last test in Perth. He coped with the bounce really well. And it's a case of, in England, because the ball nips around so much off the surface, you've got to get forward and play off the front foot. And you've got to be able to drive under your eyes. In Australia, driving on the up is not a shot. You've got to play more square of the wicket. You've got to be more patient and score square. You think how Travis Head scored the majority of his runs, with pulls and cuts. And if he went down the ground, he flat batted it almost baseball style over the bowler's head. It wasn't a straight, technical MCC manual bow up and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't work in Australia. So England have had another 10, 11 days of working out how they're going to bat. I have no doubt about our batting. Some days they frustrate us, and some days they're absolutely brilliant. And you never quite know. That's what makes watching England at the moment so exciting. But the one thing I do know is we've got a bowling attack to cope with conditions. And we showed that in the first innings. Head played one of the greatest all-time innings. We probably went to the short ball an hour too early, and we got to a point, them needing 100, we had no catchers in at slip, and we were bowling too short ahead, and he just kept backing away, and it was his day. He came off. But in Brisbane, we're going to have a hard, fast, bouncy pitch. We've got the best England bowling attack we've ever had, plus the unpredictability of the pink ball and the floodlights. This test match comes at the perfect time for England to get back in the series.
Paul, I just before we conclude, really, really sad. Robin Smith, what age is 62? It's horrible when you hear news like that coming through.
Yeah, look, Judgy was one of the. You're going to get so many tributes for Judge over the next few days. You know, Judgy is one of them blokes that there'll be huge sadness around the world, because everywhere he went in the world, he's one of them blokes that everybody wanted to chat to him. He called everyone China. He was everyone's mate. Everyone loved him. He had a massive smile. But my goodness, he was one of the bravest cricketers I've ever seen play the game. You know, he played in a period where the West Indies dominated with fast bowling. He batted without a visor on his helmet. He got hit once in the cheek. I think Ian Bishop hit him at Old Trafford, broke his cheekbone. But the bloke took on pace bowling. There's so many batters around the world will tell you they love fast bowling. They didn't. They hated facing fast bowling. That bloke thrived on it. He pumped on it. I mean, he had four arms like Popeye. He cut the ball like I've never seen the ball cut before. But I know we always talk well about people when they sadly pass, but he is one of them blokes. I reckon around the world for the next couple of weeks, there'll be so many people telling Robin Smith stories, because every person he met, you made feel like he was your best friend for life, because he was just one of them genuine people, not a nasty bone in his body, but such a sad passing. It really is.
What a lovely tribute, Paul.
Paul, thank you. Brilliant. Enjoy Friday. Thanks.
Fellas, before I go, I must just share with you, Ali, we've got a lad at Sussex, Jack Carson, our off spinner, Northern Irish lad. He names all his bats after Rangers legends. And the best bat he's ever had is his Coisty. And he has...
That bat's made for baseball.